2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round. Election back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, I remember reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Motioning to the left is Robinson. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now we got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
First down. A gain of 15. First down.
Now Daniels. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Washington Commanders, first down.
Ready. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That'll be caught downfield by Morton. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed? They kind of right where you thought that they would be.
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Paul. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Left thing 19. Rig alert, rig alert.
Daniels going to throw for it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First down. A gain of 15.
Play action, now it's Daniels. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So they go play action. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
70.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Given 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 4.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Hyatt goes in motion left. Looking to throw, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yards on the play. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Throwing his Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air, Dart. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. They'll go for a gain of 7.
James Cook.
And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Left side has got Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now, if it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Dart. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
To the air again, Dart. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
He's got it with the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Dart. He connects with Hyatt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Daniels looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty.
And will be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Breaks through the contact. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Daniels. And he's got it. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there. Bringing the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Dart from the goal on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
19 Tigers.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Morton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, Daniels. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Offense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
46-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 14.
To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together. Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Left side, Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Taken down by Quan Martin. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
19 sight, 19, Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Austin Seibert set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throwing his Dart. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Dart going to look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, Dart. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
It's now 3rd and 11.
To the air, Dart. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Dart. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it's the backup Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. Right side, this is Morton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott yet again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19. Go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dart. He connects with Hyatt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep outside here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.